Next one. So when you go through something, especially an injury, especially a disappointing setback in a performance, or just you're having an off day, give yourself time and space to experience what all happened. Without judgment, you just like, all right, this is what happened. I messed up, or I didn't mess up, and my knee got busted. I did mess up, now I'm struggling to fight for a spot. Or, man, I didn't get my PR today, and everybody was watching. But I've been working so hard to get to that point, right? I had to go through all that. And I'm pretty sure I see it in your eyes, you have to do the same. So you have to just let it flow. Because if not, it's gonna build up, and we all have been through 5th grade, and we've seen that baking soda volcano, right? Right? Okay, next one. You gotta reprocess. So after we go with the flow, and we just let it happen, what did all of it mean to you? What did it mean not to get that SARM spot? What did it mean to be off your time? What did it mean to get a critical injury at an important time in your career? Whether it's the end of the sophomore year or the beginning of the junior year, right? What did it mean? What did it mean not to get that scholarship when you've been banking on it, right? What did it mean not to pass that class when you're already on probation? What is it? And in this is what I became really good at, especially at Mount, when I was in that bed all by myself. I had to separate what I felt and what's actually going on. Because sometimes you get very convoluted, very mixed up, can't separate nothing. But there are very different things most of the time. Because sometimes we can feel like we should have had it, or we shouldn't have had it, but in actuality, this is what just happened. And both are okay, both are true. We can work with truth. Any questions so far? Okay. Last couple things. Empathy. Everybody's like, what is that? Anybody know what empathy is? Nobody know what empathy is? Oh my goodness. We are doing a disservice to y'all. Yes, ma'am.
Trying to be there for someone even if you don't know what they're going through, kind of validating their experiences.
Yeah. So you're being there for somebody, no matter what they're going through, whether you experience it or not. Yes, you're putting yourself in someone else's shoes. You're giving them understanding without any cost. So I began to think about it, all the things that I went through, and all the things I've seen my teammates even help some of my teammates through. Not only I had to give them understanding, but here's the thing. When's the last time we gave ourselves grace? Gave ourselves understanding. Whether it was a bad day, whether somebody passed away, or whether it just wasn't it. Or whether it was just something outside of our control that we still beat ourselves up for. Especially with injuries. I know I beat myself up with every injury I got. Projected All-American, get hurt all the time. People look at me like, well, I don't know. I couldn't even describe it. It was just like, wow, they were beyond sad. So, to give something, you must already have it. So whenever something happens, y'all, remember, understand where you're at. Understand, hey, anybody would have crashed out right here for a moment. Anybody would have cried here for a moment. Anybody would have not hit their PR after 3 hours of sleep because they had a test that day. And then they had a family situation the previous week, right? That right there is something so simple, but yet so hard. And we can't do something that we haven't been taught. Giving grace is a habit just as much as tying your shoes or doing a very active warm-up, as we all know. So you gotta get into that habit especially. If you can't forgive yourself, it's gonna be a long trip for each and every one of you throughout just life. And then lastly, is action. You gotta do something with all this. After you identify, after you validate, after you recognize what you usually do, after you just let it flow and experience and reprocess and forgive yourself, you gotta do something with it. You gotta channel it into something. And it's a two-part. You gotta do something that you would do at any point in your life, but it started when you were a little kid. Anything that make you feel safe. I love movies. Sometimes it's like The Lion King. Sometimes it's just a nice Marvel movie. That's it. Something simple. Sometimes I just write. Some people, they draw. Some people, they start singing. Whether it's good or not, that's all I know. I don't know. Everybody's different. Everybody got a different gift. Just something creative, something more like a hobby. Crocheting's good. Painting's great. They're all great. Like it just depends. What's your niche? But you got to find out. You can't work out all the time. Especially if your sport that you work out for is causing you a lot of issues. You got to separate. You got to take a mental break. That's one of the only things that saved my life, and just sanity going throughout all this stuff. I had to take a break from football. I didn't even watch football when I played. Couldn't. I was watching my tape too much. I was going over plays in my head all the time. We good. We got to have a healthy balance. So you do a hobby, something creative, but then you got to do something a little physical. Whether it's walking, whether it's active stretching, whether it's, I don't know, in a punch bag. No gloves, don't matter. Go on a bike, go on a stationary bike for 5 minutes. Not even that, depends how mad you are, if you are. But the energy gotta go somewhere, or you're gonna be like that volcano, okay? So, yeah guys, we have been taught to bury a lot of this stuff. But if we bury it, who are we really burying? Ourselves. And if we bury ourselves, that gives everybody else the authority to do the same. Because if you don't stand up for that person in the mirror, no one else will. And I had to learn that over and over again until it got through my thick head. Now it's set, and now I can teach y'all. So I just want to say this. You are built to be in every position that you're put in. Like a fish is built to swim, a bird is built to fly. Y'all are built not only to be in the sport, but to be in the trenches in your sport. And if you in the trenches, I don't know about y'all know how seeds work? Seeds gotta be buried before they sprout up into something amazing, strong, and beautiful. So whenever you in the trenches, just realize you're on a come up.